Well, that didn't go as planned.
What did you do?
There are some extra things. Hang on, I have to crop these things out. Hi, hello everybody. Hello, Cole, Wraith, Sylph, Somni, Mimi, Wraith, Oz, Zelius, Atanashi, Cass. Sorry. So it's okay. Scuff is part of life.
It's the VTuber experience. It's the IL to D, the L to D special.
And then I should be done. Okay. We're trying that again. That's the wrong button.
How many buttons do you have?
Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there? Sorry, you set it up.
I realized it as I said it. Hello, I'm Dr. Astra. What brings you into the clinic today?
Hello, Doctor. Well, first of all, I've been having a lot of laughing fits lately. To the point of running out of air and collapsing.
Oh gosh. Does something trigger the laughing fits?
No idea, but there's one right now.
Oh no, my gosh, it's contagious.
Also,
oh no.
Yeah, sorry, we're both dying now. Also, I cut my finger yesterday on accident. Don't question it. There was a chainsaw and there was like a figurine of Pikachu from Pokemon. Don't question it. What is important though was that my blood was green. Anything with that?
Have you been eating anything unusual recently?
Well, in the river there were like these weird sticks with a sort of liquidy goo inside. It was like kind of greenish, it glowed a little bit. It's tasty. Tastes a little bit metally, but I like the taste of that anyway. I ate that. Oh, what else? I've started antagonizing windmills.
So
Whenever I see a windmill, I want to attack them.
Okay, so let me backtrack a little bit. Let's backtrack a little bit. So do you normally go into rivers and start chewing on strange sticks? Is this like a regular thing for you? Or...
Yes. Well, usually I don't find the weird sticks, but usually I eat like the brown sticks, the occasional fish that flies by. Leaves are very good. And then there's like those weird candies on the bottom. They're like kind of roundish, but not always completely round. They're like a whitish color, and I bite them and it hurts my teeth, but I do like them.
You mean rocks?
Yeah, those candy rocks.
Also, thank you, Somni. Okay. Right, so tell me more about the windmills.
Well, whenever I just go out into the beautiful Dutch countryside, I go out and I see these giants. I just see them and I just have the urge to attack them, and then I attack them and it turns out they're actually windmills.
How do you realize that they're windmills? Is someone telling you, or?
I get stuck on one of their things. You know, the things that turn around. Yeah, I get stuck on one of those.
Oh, and that's around when you realize that it's a windmill?
Yeah. And then I got sick and then I threw up, but then it turned out that there was like Like, the throw up was also pink. And it started moving. Anything about that?
Moving, how?
Yeah. Moving. It just started, like, going, like... And I don't know what is up with that.
Okay, when I was making sounds, was it saying, were the sounds like any kind of words in any language that you recognize?
Oh, yeah, it was begging for death.
And, okay, so before this happened, what did you have? What did you eat that day? Eat or drink anything?
I had a Dr.
Aside?
Pepper.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, and some
Very.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Oh yeah. So, no, okay. So that part's perfectly normal. That's when you have those two together, perfectly normal side effect. I wouldn't worry about that part.
Oh,
But
I
tell me
did
about
mix
the
the Baja
windmills.
Blast. I did mix the Baja Blast with some sriracha sauce. I put in some jalapenos as garnishing. 2 shots of vodka. And some Adderall I put in there.
It says here on your chart that you're allergic to capsaicin.
Yep.
Where did you get sriracha sauce?
Supermarket.
Why did you buy it? Knowing that you're
tasty.
allergic to it?
It was on sale. It was on sale. It was like $1 for a bottle. Can't pass that up.
Did you
Oh,
buy
with
anything
sriracha
to put the
mayonnaise.
sauce on?
French fries. And then I burnt the French fries, so I put them in my drinks instead. I am not to be
That's
trusted with an air fryer.
okay, let me just note some things in your chart.
Oh,
So,
and no idea if this is by any means related to all of this, but since I've started having these symptoms, I've also started to feel empathy for the French.
oh no, that's a really bad sign.
Am I dying, Doc?
Okay, let me check. I have to check my book a bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're definitely dying. I mean, we're all dying, but you are like the Usain Bolt of dying.
Oh no. Poop.
All right, it's okay. It's okay. I can fix this. Here is a prescription for 500 milligrams of Tylenol. Take this once a day, and everything will be fine.
Okay, thank you, Doc.
All right, next patient. Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome aboard the Audire Astra for my new model debut. Don't give her Tylenol, give her plutonium. Nemi doesn't need any more energy, okay? Hello, Elite. Welcome aboard. Oh, also, hi, Pyro. Welcome aboard. Thank you for being here today. Yes, so this is my new licensed medical doctor, Audire Astra. This is me. I've been a doctor this is my 4th year. Yeah, 3.5 years. So and I only have 1.5 years left of training, and I can finally be done with this. Yes, almost half of Obama. Close to regular unregistered doctor. Yes. And Nemi here was so kind to be my first VTuber patient.
Hi. I need the medical help.
Yes. Right. So let me. So. This is mostly going to be a normal stream actually, but let me just show off the model a little bit. Let me shrink. Oh yes. The credits. I forgot the credits, but they're on Twitter. Let me see. Where did I put them? Yes. The art is by Matsushima UWQ cryface emoji. And the rigging is by Reina Ilun. They're on my the credits are on my Twitter. I will remember things. Look, I will say I was still doing edits in OBS in Photoshop up until like 5 minutes before stream. I'm just gonna say.
And I was sending
that,
memes
so.
the entire time.
Yes, she was. She was
Specifically
very
of Don Quixote from Olympus Company.
Specifically, the thing I was editing was actually this background. So, oh yeah, this background. Okay, I had no idea how hard it is to find like VTuber backgrounds, like pre-made ones that are not AI these days. It is so hard.
It's a fucking nightmare.
So this one, I'm pretty sure this is actually like a stock background for like medical photos, or like a photoshopping in like for a doctor, like, because I could not find like a doctor's office. So this is like a stock photo, and I just turned the walls purple. That's all I did. Hello, thank you, Mimi. Oh yeah, where's this doctor's office located in the spaceship? This isn't located in the spaceship. This is located somewhere on Earth, actually.
If I went to space, we'd have a whole set of different problems.
Oh God, no, please.
Would be funny.
Yes, but okay. So normally people display their toggles. I only have 2 toggles though. Where are they? Oh, the jacket comes off. Thank you, Rain. Oh yes. Ooh, exposed shoulders. Scandalous. The cold shoulder. Yes. With the jacket off, this is actually exposing like more skin than my normal outfit. Shockingly. Oh, and glasses is my other toggle. Gotta look smart. Gotta look smart for my patients. Otherwise, otherwise they come in thinking you're dumb. They don't trust you. Okay. Honestly, that's also, yeah. Hello to the teacher. I also redid my chat, the chatting widgets. So we'll see that once we get to the game. But yes, that's all I had planned for debut today. We are playing Autopsy Simulator. That'll be the rest of the stream. Autopsy Simulator. So this is something that is very relevant to my job, actually. Can't trust the doctor without glasses, yeah. The glasses in the lab coat. You gotta let people know that you're doctors, especially if you're female. Otherwise, they just mistake you for a nurse. Especially if you're not wearing like a white coat. They're just like, oh. So when's my doctor? So you do your whole history and physical. You're like, oh, so when's the doctor gonna be here? Like, I am the doctor. Anyways, Autopsy Simulator. We're having Nemi providing the the co-commentary for this one.
Hello.
It's supposed to be a horror game, but some of the Steam reviews said it wasn't very scary. So we're gonna take a look. We're gonna see how this goes. Are we gonna dissect Nemi? Not today.
Nah, I'm a medical mystery for another day.
Yes. And then, so Nemi has, so how should I put this? Nemi has more value to science alive. She needs to be studied for many years to come.
When I finally pass away, which is way too long from now, I'm going to donate my brain for science, and they're going to be like,
Okay. It's good. And also, I'm realizing now that I've forgot about the background music. Oh well.
Scuff!
Oh well. It is what it is. I can't take that back now. Okay. Gameplay. Oh, and I didn't crop you here either. Hang on. Gotta get rid of these bars. There we go. Okay, now we're ready. Play Autopsy Simulator, Dead Memories.
Cool. Oh, so you want to turn on your screen share again? You turned it off.
Oh, did I turn it? I'm sorry. I thought I had it on the whole time.
And it was on for a second and then it turned off.
Maybe it's because I turned it
Oh, that's
off.
loud. Maybe.
Oh. Let me know how the audio is. I do feel like the game
I can change it
audio
on
is
my
a
end,
little
don't
loud.
worry.
Well, I meant for stream too. I feel like it's...
My go-to is about 15 DPI lower.
Okay, well, I'm gonna hope that works. All right. First, we're doing the first playthrough. I would, as a professional autopsist, which is not a word, but I will judge this game harshly.
Office of the Medical Examiner, Pete'sville. Dr. Jack Hanman is speaking. How can I help you?
Good evening, this is Kate Brooks. I'm not sure if you remember me. A few weeks ago, we talked about an article I'm working on. It's about
Oh no.
I dropped by last Friday
Oh
to
no.
speak to you,
Not
but you
journalism.
were working at the time.
Oh no.
I asked the security guard to pass on a note for me. I would like us to discuss the topic of...
I thought I had made it painfully obvious.
Never
Last
talk to
time.
journalists.
No! Please don't call me again and stop inquiring about my wife. Damn journalists. They don't let me work. God damn it. I'm not in the best.
Oh, he's a drinker.
Lecture for my students now.
He's a drinker.
Feeling completely.
Oh, is that his wife? She looks pretty.
Where did I leave my meds this time?
I think this is supposed to be set in the 1980s, but our phone still looks like this, by the way. Like this is just what modern hospital phones look like. Hi, this is Kate Brooks, a reporter for the New Orleans Weekly. I couldn't find you at home. I'm starting to suspect you are avoiding me, Mr. Hanman. Anyways, as you know, we would like to write an article commemorating your wife's achievements. We would be delighted to talk to you about it. Along with this, no, I'm also leaving my business card. I can't tell what's scratched out. I hope to find you at business home or the office.
They definitely pay me too little for this.
It's true. Foreigners do not get paid a lot. We get paid very little, actually. Oh my god.
Huh.
I guess it was in another life.
Well, I should say, relative to other doctors, they get paid fine for like normal living, but like relative to the other things you could be doing with a medical degree does not pay very much.
It would be good to finally repair the coffee machine. Wednesday. It's not my favorite day, although it's certainly better than Monday. It won't be needed for the next few months.
I wonder if that's... Is it being Wednesday supposed to be significant?
Again.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
It's Wednesday, my dudes. Is that freaking DC Douglas? Are you recognizing VAs again, Tommy?
Yes, recognizing VAs.
Check the bathroom for your pills. Oh no. Why are we storing pills in the bathroom in a public, well, I guess not public, but in the place of business? Like, it's one thing to do it at home, but why would you not put your pills? Where is the bathroom?
That doesn't
Okay,
look
so
like a
this-
bathroom.
This is our morgue.
Well, anything is a bathroom if you're brave enough.
Hello? Oh, hi, Puzzle. You're looking sharp today. Thank you, Puzzle. Where is the bathroom?
This place is starting to look like a
I mean, you could get arrested for office malpractice real fast.
Pills first, Jack. Pills.
Where is the bathroom? I don't know where the... This is the office, right? Oh, here's the bathroom. Why would you put these here? Why would you put... This is so unsafe.
Time to pull myself together. And get back to work.
I want... Can I zoom in? I want to read what's on this. I want to know what this character is thinking. There's no crouch button. Airbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? These they aren't floor pills? Yummy floor pills? What are floor pills?
Floor pills give you
Just hit the
health.
camera first.
Wait, what? Camera? Record a lecture?
Now remember, Jack. Don't forget. Hit the record button this time.
Oh, you can't go in person? They're not recording lectures in 1980 on VHS. Who are you kidding? Place it on the tripod in dissecting room.
Hopefully the new tripod is going to hold up.
Oh, that's not a tripod. There's 4 legs. That's a tetrapod. I'm offended by this. Inaccurate.
Now, I just have to get everything in frame.
Is this gonna be a game mechanic?
This should be fine. November 20th, 1991. Time.
Oh, 1990s.
PM. Recording for medical students from the University of Missouri. This autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman.
Oh, we
Hello,
got the
everyone.
censorship.
Welcome to the autopsy room. Today, you will have the dubious pleasure of following a full autopsy, step by step. For those of
You
you
can't
who
see
have
anything
the
from this
first
angle.
autopsy, this will refresh your basic knowledge. In turn, for those whose knowledge is only theoretical, I advise not to watch this after a meal.
Nah. You watch us after a meal. By the way, generally speaking, morgues are supposed to be pretty well lit, but we have no money, so our lights don't work. So this is about actually kind of accurate. Where's the chalkboard?
Let's start.
Tell students what is important in this profession.
Always wear an apron, mask, and gloves. Goggles are a must when the job is splashy. And in case of sharp accidents, it's worth having disinfectants at hand. It's true that you won't get ptomaine poisoning straight away, but if you're living...
What is ptomaine? I don't know what ptomaine is. Hang on. I need to look this up. Any group of amine? Oh, it's like a preservative.
Well, you
I've
may
never heard of
end up
that.
with diarrhea.
It's not a quad pod. I know. A hairbrush song? You're so happy you're not the only... Sorry, I was ignoring chat. You're so happy you're not the only one who knows the hairbrush song? Yes, Sammy, I also know the hairbrush song. New prank idea unlocked. Stealing Audire's hairbrush while she's... Why the hell would you do that? Should get a ring light from Craigslist. I don't know if we're allowed. Oh, probably. By the way, you should always wear goggles during an autopsy. I'm just saying, like, stuff can burst out. All right, there's a lot of fluid
The
and
cadaver is placed
a
on
lot
its
of them.
back on the autopsy table. The pathologist stands on the right of the deceased. Make sure that all the necessary tools are always at hand so that you don't have to run around looking for something, like I do all the time.
Wow. He's not putting on a good demonstration, is he?
In the process of revealing and securing forensic evidence, it is difficult not to interfere with the original condition of the deceased. Written and photographic documentation plays a vital role throughout the entire examination process.
That is true. The police really do care about that stuff.
During your research,
Do they?
be patient, inquisitive, but above
They
all,
do. Well, the police don't care. The court
many
cares.
injuries are visible at first glance.
Yeah, I don't
but
think the
sometimes
police
they can be
cares.
cover for more
True.
interesting
Okay, that's true.
and
When I
lastly,
say police,
remember,
I'm thinking more
nothing
law
teaches
enforcement. And
self-mutilation
the police care if they can't, like, convict a person because you messed up the autopsy. You are talking to yourself. Wait, what
During
did
your research,
I missed what he
be
said?
patient, inquisitive, but above all, attentive to detail. Many injuries are visible
Like
at
chest
first
bursters
glance,
from Alien?
but sometimes they can be cover for more interesting.
Not that explosive. Generally speaking. Okay, I don't know what you have
Now,
probes and a
on to the
pipette
police
for.
report. That will contain all sorts of pertinent information as to who the deceased might be and what potentially happened to them. So, let's take a closer look, shall we?
Oh, fancy.
The deceased's
Food
name is
coupons.
Tobias Chambers.
Ooh.
Toby. Homeless and unemployed for at least a couple
Why
of
is this
years.
in evidence? I guess are those bloodstains, maybe?
The deceased was found on the outskirts.
Are
of a
you
parking lot at a gas
questioning-
station, where he often begged and persistently offered drivers to wash their car windows.
Honestly, this is more biographical information than I've ever seen the police give already.
The body was noticed by a station employee during the morning shift. Initially, he thought that someone had thrown some boots and a coat in a nearby ditch. It took him a moment to recognize the pile of clothes as the body of a man.
What's my favorite fluid? None of them. There is no body fluid that it is pleasant to be covered in. And if you have a favorite body fluid to be covered in, keep that information to yourself.
I mean, all the power to them, right?
No. Favorite water. Yes, water. That's the only, but that's not a bodily fluid. That's just,
It is, technically.
no.
Your body's like 70% water.
But none of it's like
So it is a
pure.
body fluid.
Your body doesn't produce pure water anywhere.
Piss.
At best, it's like salty water.
Piss.
Piss is not water. Do not drink piss. Do not cover yourself in piss. I knew someone would bring up the piss. as soon as I knew that would bring brought up. Oh,
Piss.
why does the coroner need this info? Oh, the court. So I mean, if you're trying, so the coroner's job is like to decide what the cause of death is, and the history, the biography, the information is very important for deciding that. One of these days, I want to give like a full, like an actual proper like lecture on a stream about autopsy, but like, so the brief gist of it is that, like, so death is a process, whereas on autopsy, you can only examine the anatomy, and not every process that causes death leaves behind anatomic changes. So you kind of need the history a lot of the time to be able to figure out the cause of death. It's very important. If you just have a body and you like don't know anything about it, it can be really hard, especially if it's like found outside, kind of decomposed. You weren't thinking piss? What were you thinking, Tommy? What were you thinking?
Yes, Tommy, what were you thinking?
The body, empty bottles, traces of
Libations!
fire.
Libations! Oh, so, I mean, it is. November is pretty early to be freezing to death, but I guess depending on where is it? Minnesota's kind of cold, right?
He worked most of his life
Cold,
at the local
I mean.
port dealing with unloaded cargo.
Minnesota?
He was
Probably.
fired for being drunk and starting
Minnesota
fights.
sounds
His
cold.
son ran
I've
a
never been there,
hardware
but
store on his own. His wife left him years ago.
I wonder how big their drinks are there, considering, you know, Minnesota.
Tommy was
I should have
probably
taken my
thinking of
meds.
piss too.
That's it.
I'm gonna give you this guy's pills and see what they do.
It's worth remembering the context around the scene of a death. This allows you to better interpret any traces found on the body. I shouldn't start the procedure without gloves.
Yes, always wear gloves. Actually, we double glove, or at least I double glove. Like, I basically go into these like full, like practically a hazmat suit. Also, where does this guy keep his gloves? Emergency eye wash. Where the hell do you keep your gloves? First aid.
I mean, where would you put the gloves?
I mean, they're normally like mounted on the wall somewhere, but I don't know. Also, wow, you have a lot of fridges. This one's out of order. Oh my God, are you really? You're not using disposable gloves?
Oh no.
Oh no, that's disgusting.
How bad of a risk is that?
Camera.
I mean, it's kind of just disgusting. But also, it's really easy to it's like scalpels are really sharp. It's really easy to accidentally cut through the gloves. So, I would not want to reuse gloves. Especially, it's really easy to make a tiny holes. You don't even realize there's holes. You just only realize sometimes I'll take off my outer glove and I don't even realize there's a hole in it until I see the inner gloves covered in blood. I was oh, I made a hole. Pick up a photo camera.
I knew it was here somewhere.
Kodak! Oh my gosh, who remembers Kodak cameras?
As I mentioned at the beginning, before we begin the internal examination, we need to document the cadaver and the condition it arrived in.
Cadaver.
Try and stick to the top-down rule.
We're at the
Keep it as
cemetery.
physical as possible. Let's keep in mind it's all about the legibility, not the perfect frame.
Take a general photo of the deceased. Ow. I feel like I need like a step stool to get like a good picture of this. Oh, equip camera, there we go.
Voila. Now we move on to the next step. Looking for
This is a terrible photo, you can't see anything.
Look at the corpse from different sides, from different angles, up close, and from a distance.
That's
You're
the-
looking for anything out of the ordinary.
That's the vaguest photo I've ever goddamn seen.
We need like we need like a step stool to like stand on so we can get a good photo from above. Find marks on the body. So, the position of this scar makes me think that it's would be a surgical scar, but this is really messy. Like, if this was a surgical scar, that surgeon did a terrible job. Why can I not photograph this? Like, that is definitely an identifying mark. Okay, whatever. I don't know what this is. This looks like, it could be postmortem. Postmortem meaning it happened after death.
Feet and signs of frostbite, probably because the subject's shoes were too small.
What? How'd you come up with that? Because see, if I see this, I mean, so frostbite can turn your toes black. So no, that part is legit, but I don't know where you get shoes from out of that. There's a mark on his head. What I cannot take a photo of this.
Bro just had a little accident.
Hands worn out by physical work and frostbite.
Hello, Sonata. Cadabra. This guy looks like he has been living outside for, he is homeless. Like, we were told that he was a homeless dude, so that's kind of expected. Like, this scar is gonna be something, right? It's so obvious. And he's got, like, some other scars on his hands. By the way, I don't know if you can do it in this game, but you should also like open their eyes and examine their eyes and their teeth. Also very important.
Also those eye thingies. Or is that only for like funerals?
Oh, for you thinking from like mortuary assistant? They're the ones that hold them open? Or
Yeah.
oh, we don't do that. We just like hold them open with our hands and long enough to take a look. Why can I not photograph? I feel like I should be able to. Do I have to zoom in? Is that the problem?
Well-healed wound.
Oh, there we go.
I'll take a closer look later.
There. Okay. So I have to zoom in to photograph some of these. Here's a head wound.
That's something interesting. It will be necessary to check whether this injury was severe enough to cause damage to the brain. In a moment, we will check which of our initial observations will be worthy of further consideration. But before we get to that, I need to write down some basic data.
In photos to photo board. Okay, photo board. Head. There's no way we could have figured that out. With 3 exclamation marks. We never would have realized this unless we wrote
Oh, that's
that down.
clearly a foot though.
Also, like, the camera cannot, we're recording a camera which cannot see this.
Is that an apple?
An apple? What?
No, like on the board there's a photo of an apple, I think. Yeah, look on the left there. Apple.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Nemi. Oh, hi, A-listers. Welcome aboard. The kidneys sell for a good amount. So organ donation is like a real thing that comes up. So first off, okay, if there's any like question of murder, we do not donate. The organs do not get donated because we need those. But if you die for like normal causes or like unknown causes, but like probably no foul play, they sometimes do take organs, and then sometimes they do autopsies on it. Okay, so one of the organ donations that they can almost always do is you can take samples of skin, but you can also take the long bones. And so this part is when we receive the bodies, like the bones in the arms and the legs have been removed, and they just like flop there, like flat. It's actually one of the craziest things. Perform the autopsy. Okay, let's get our tools. Let me get a scalpel.
Scissors, syringe, magnifying glass, knife. I guess I forgot to clean the knife.
Oh.
Scalpel, scissors.
Yeah, you should definitely clean that.
Personal information. The deceased was unclothed. Date. Okay. As you can see, I note everything down on previously prepared forms. Every pathologist must keep a detailed record of every step of the autopsy. This not only allows you to track the procedure, but also collates the results together, upon which you may back up your conclusions. So, enough of the boring prep. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the spots I photographed earlier. For this, you're going to need a magnifying glass.
Okay. Sure. Where's the magnifying? Oh, here it is.
Scalpel, scissor.
Why is everything placed so weirdly here?
I don't know. Magnifying glass? Okay, oh. Zoom? Oh, tools.
Why are you zooming in on his nipple?
It was just where it defaulted to.
I can confirm the presence of
Right.
appearance indicates the intravital nature of the wound. Add alcohol, which I can clearly smell, and this was an accident just waiting to happen.
Intravital nature? What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means.
It looks like a
All it means intravital,
but it's not.
whatever that was.
Oh,
Clearly.
Clearly. More like a Dr. Astra. Very funny. Is this a real paper Audire? What? Paper what?
Here we can see frostbite on the fingertips. We can tell by the characteristic skin color.
So this could be frostbite, but it could also be just like gangrene, which is common, especially in the feet. That's very common
Definitely
in people with diabetes,
frostbite,
with
abrasions, blisters.
badly managed diabetes.
Small for a
Your
very long time.
your feet can very much just look like this from diabetes. Again, I don't know where he's getting the shoe thing. Like unless you have his shoes, how are you deciding that his shoes are too small?
Only one serious injury to the head. Let's go back to our notes.
I like the previous one on the clipboard mannequin. Oh, where do we? Clipboard mannequin? Oh.
First, I marked the location, the head wound. Definitely an important clue. This is something we'll investigate first.
Again, I don't know what intravital means. I have never heard this phrase before.
Even though this type of wound didn't contribute to the deceased's death, we're
Don't
still
worry about it. It's the first step for everything.
Also, that looks nothing
getting
like a burn
plutonium.
wound. That is clearly like a laceration. I don't know where he's getting the burn wound out of that.
We're not in frost season yet, but high humidity.
You're doing what just a doctor or referring the actual knocking letters up.
Can also
A
be
distortion of the
frostbite.
nails? Seemed like a stretch though.
If
Okay, that doesn't necessarily mean they're too small.
prolonged period, the frostbite could have resulted from the body's defense
I
reaction.
mean, like the paper on the
Safety of
clipboard.
internal organs
Oh
is
yeah,
more
no, we do have a sheet like this.
We don't have much to go on. Let's write down what preliminary causes.
Like, no, so this is kind of accurate, yeah. So ours will have also has things like hair color, like state of the teeth, eyes. But okay, you don't put cause of death on here because that's something you decide later. You don't decide like at the autopsy. Possible death causes.
Various types of accidents are a common cause of death among the homeless and the elderly. Perhaps old Toby slipped and accidentally hit his head.
Advanced
Considering the
frostbite.
conditions in which he slept, his body may have become hypothermic. The nights have been particularly nasty lately. We will check if there are any signs of freezing internally. This is of no interest to us. Since the deceased clearly smelled of alcohol, I'll add alcohol poisoning to our list.
Okay, that's fair enough.
We still have one thing left from the basics. Rigor mortis. Well, we take the deceased by the hand. Gradually erase it.
I've never done this, nor have I ever heard of anyone doing this.
They did exactly this at my physiotherapy.
I didn't realize you were a cadaver.
I was basically a cadaver.
Aw. Oh,
Cadaver.
thanks for stopping by, Puzzle.
Bye.
Now let it go. As you can see,
Oh, okay.
it falls loose. What's the conclusion? Death must have occurred more than 72 hours ago. The police information appears correct.
Okay.
That's what they established with that?
Maybe in 1991. So maybe in 1991 they would do this. Today, no. No, we know better today. So you can. So there is a general time. So okay, let's back up. What is rigor mortis? So rigor mortis is when after death, basically what happens is that your muscles lock up because they no longer have ATP, which is basically like the energy fuel for cells. And so they lock up. And so that's why dead people become stiff. So it takes a certain amount of time to form. And also, it also eventually goes away. So, which is the basis for the idea that you can judge time of death by the degree of rigor mortis and like whether or not it goes away or not. However, the time frame changes based on a lot of things. For one example, with temperature, if you cool down, if your body is cool, like if it's like really cold outside, rigor mortis will stay for much longer. And generally speaking, like, yeah, like it's like anything else. The body will be much better preserved for a much longer period of time if it's cold. And in general, estimating cause of death, particularly like once you're past like the first 24 hours, is a very inexact science, and this number should not be trusted.
Did you know that my grandparents lived next to a cadaver for like 2 weeks straight?
Do you mean like their neighbor died and nobody noticed? Yeah. Or
nobody noticed for 2 weeks. They were on the couch.
That's actually more common than you would think for old people.
They weren't old.
Old people. Oh, they weren't.
The person in that room wasn't old. They were like mid-40s.
Oh, well, people living by themselves, I should say. Because I mean, yeah, if you die alone in your room, like, say, if you're a VTuber and you suddenly die on stream, no one will find your body.
Bet.
And you
bet
for a while. It might take a while.
Absolute bet. Let's go. I'm grabbing the bets. Let's find out right now.
Okay, so one other fun fact is most people don't know this, but rigor mortis is not the only kind of mortis. So there's also liver mortis,
Head trauma
which you
seems
can actually see
promising, so
on
start there.
this person.
I need an oscillating saw.
The weird discoloration on his
So, I can't crouch, but you can see like the bottom part of his body on the table is like red. That is liver mortis. So liver mortis is the discoloration that is caused by when after death their blood starts pooling in the gravity dependent areas of the body. And so one of the things is this can help tell you what kind of position the person was in when they died, even if the body was moved afterwards. So from this, we can probably tell, like, he was pretty much, he fell on his back and was lying there. And so, also liver mortis, you can also use to tell time of death more immediately. So, I forget the exact numbers because I'm terrible at remembering numbers, but basically, if you can make it go away by when you press your hand into it and apply pressure and the color goes away, that means it's relatively fresh within a few hours, because basically it means that the blood is still in the capillaries and can still be pushed away. But after that time period, that doesn't work anymore and the color becomes permanent. That's because the blood has extravasated out, the cells have lysed, and the color isn't going away anymore. Okay. Skull saw.
The cut is made from ear to ear.
Okay. He's doing this wrong, by the way. Oh, okay, I need to keep in the middle. He's doing this completely wrong, by the way.
After which, we remove the skin and the top of the skull.
Begin a thorough brain analysis by examining the brain. So, you guys can't see my cursor, can you? Okay, so basically, we don't take off the entire top of the brain, the skull. We take off the rear half. And the reason for doing that is pretty obvious, so you can still have a funeral. You don't have a huge scar going through the forehead during for the funeral. Also, this guy's brain appears very. This guy's brain is missing a few wrinkles. Yeah, this guy's brain is.
all the cells slide right off of it.
He's actually this is a very smooth brain. This is literally a very smooth brain.
The brain looks good. Let's take a cross.
No, it doesn't. This does not look like a good brain. This is a very smooth brain.
Some pathologists prefer to examine organs without removing them. However, for me,
Huh?
it's much more convenient to examine them on a board,
No one does that.
which we'll do now.
No one does that. You take the organs out. Dissect the brain at the cutting. Where's the cutting board? Oh, look, the brain already teleported. This is literally just like a cutting board for vegetables. This is actually just, oh my god.
Holding a long, narrow blade knife in the dominant hand, we slowly cut the cranial nerves on both sides, all the time pulling the brain towards us.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
What is this?
Okay. So, brains are very.
Isn't it like goo, basically?
They're very fragile. They are jello. Okay, so if you place a brain on a side like this, it will just immediately lose its shape. Immediately.
Will it make a SpongeBob sound like boop?
No, it just goes squish. It just goes squish.
Boop.
Also, the cranial nerves are already cut, my man. The cranial nerves are cut when you take the brain out of the skull. Like, because the brain, the cranial nerves are already cut. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, dude. What? Oh. This is... Oh my god. His technique is so bad.
Good. The hematoma seems to have had no effect on the brain.
What hematoma? What hematoma? What? There was no hematoma. Okay, I'm glad we only have to cut it once, though. Brain cutting on, like, fresh brains is really hard. It is, like, one of the hardest things to do in autopsy. Like,
Can you tell that nobody on the team of this game actually is a surgeon?
It's like, I mean, I forgive them for that, but... What am I doing?
But it is noticeable.
It is noticeable, yeah.
Axed it out as well.
This stream would have made you hungry if you didn't eat before it. Thank you, Northie. Brains have cottage cheese consistency. I don't actually know about I've never actually handled cottage cheese. Exclude fall as a potential cause of death. We cannot do that, but sure.
So we have no choice but to proceed to the internal examination of the other organs.
What hematoma? Again, what hematoma? What? There's no hematoma. Okay, so a hematoma is like, basically like a mass, like, of blood. Just like, so like, his head would not be flat if you add a hematoma. But also,
Would it be square?
It would not make it square. I will say one of the things I really like about this model, it is more expressive than my 3D, and it's one of the reasons I want to go back and redo my expressions on my 3D. So I hope you guys are appreciating the expressiveness. But also, yeah, there was no hematoma. The cerebral gyri in both hemispheres are symmetrical with clear grooves. My man, those were not clear grooves. That was the smoothest brain I've ever seen. Possible death causes, free.
I grab a scalpel from my kit.
Oh.
Scalpel, scissors,
Oh.
syringe,
Right.
magnifying
I keep
glass.
forgetting.
Now the incision should be in the shape of a letter Y.
Okay, so this part is
Use a
accurate.
deep cut to reach all the way to the ribs and to penetrate the abdominal wall.
I mean, you can do a deep cut, or you can do a bunch of shallow cuts. The deep cut
Great.
just saves time.
Now we peel back and separate the skin.
Also,
Did they actually just go around the belly button like that?
yeah. I mean, why? Would you rather just go straight through it?
I don't know.
Yeah, we go around it. But this guy needs to bring up, these don't go up far enough. He's gonna run into trouble when he's dissecting the neck. With an empty hand, peel back the skin flaps. All right, there we go.
Yeesh.
Oh.
I'm gonna look at the jingling keys I have on my second screen. Yeesh.
Select the loppers.
Ooh.
Oh, I've never heard of the loppers before. Oh. All right. Oh, I think I said this to someone when I was talking about the game, watching this trailer on Steam, on deciding to get this game. It's like, these are really small. Like, these are
The
really
pliers?
small. But we call them loppers. I mean, they're rib cutters. Rib cutters is what we call them. But like, we use like big hedge clippers, like Home Depot hedge clippers. Because so this is actually fine for the ribs, because ribs are really fragile and like really easy to cut through. The problem is when you get up here, you get the clavicle sits on top of over the first and second ribs, and you have to cut through that. The clavicle is tough. Like, in a big strong dude, the clavicle is really hard to cut through.
Quite a satisfying crunch, for some anyway. After removing the cartilage tissue,
It is very
I
satisfying.
noticed two
That's true.
things. Firstly, there is no congestion of the internal organs. This means that although the deceased was hypothermic, it didn't kill him. Secondly, the deceased smoked like a chimney. So, we should take a closer look at those lungs.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I have like never seen a lungs in a dead person that were not congested. Like theoretically it's possible, but it's like,
Was he a smoker?
oh, this guy's
See
definitely.
widespread black, and despite the tragic condition of
Well,
the lungs,
they're
not the cause of death.
so this is actually like
Smoke, too.
way less prominent
Kill her, but
than in real life. Like in real life, the black spots are like they're jet black. They're extremely obvious. This is much more subtle than in real life. In real life, it is actually way easier to tell if someone's a smoker by looking at their lungs. Like you just see jet black splotches everywhere. And the term for this is anthracosis, the black-gray deposits. It didn't kill her. Wait, did he say her? I thought it was him, wasn't it? Don't clavicles get broke often though? They do. I mean, but less so than, I'm just saying they're a lot less, I'm not saying that they're unbreakable, but they're just, ribs are like very fragile bones in comparison to most of your bones.
What now? The syringe. Now's a good time to collect some samples.
Select the syringe and obtain 3 samples for toxicology testing. Oh, I keep thinking I have to like go to where the tools actually are.
Specifically 3. From the eye, the heart, and the bladder. I'm interested to see the concentration of alcohol in the body.
Okay.
5 milliliters
So-
from the left ventricle should do it.
Never do that. So what we actually take, when we're taking like heart blood, we actually take from the aorta here. The left ventricle is like the hardest place to get blood from because it's the thickest ventricle. So the heart has 4 chambers. The ventricles pump blood out to the body, and the left ventricle is the one that pumps blood out to most of your body. So it's the biggest and the thickest one, and you would never go there
Bladder,
for blood.
we draw about 10 milliliters of fluid. Vitreous humor analysis is very useful in indicating long-term alcohol abuse. Now we take
So
our samples
vitreous
to the
humor,
centrifuge.
that's the name of the like fluid that's in your eye.
Dyscalculia.
And that's generally for toxicology after death, that is usually the best source, actually, because your eye is relatively well insulated from the rest of your body, from the blood supply. So stuff there will generally degrades less. And that's for like drug testing, alcohol testing, blood sugar. That's usually, the vitreous is the best source. Can I just
Please excuse me while I run and fetch it.
retrieve the notebook from the office with the necessary values to run centrifuge? Okay. The lung, oh, I'm assuming that was the bug. They have a model in Glasgow Science Center of the difference between a smoker's lung and a healthy lung. Always thought they're exaggerating. Oh no, they aren't like smokers' lungs. Like you just open them up and you can immediately tell if they were smoking or not. It
Thing
is,
is covered in stains. I should check this out under the microscope sometime.
and like when you cut them open, smokers' lungs, because from the emphysema, they'll just, instead of being like, they'll just have like these cysts in them, like these like small to large like open spaces, and they look like just full of cysts. And they're not really cysts. It's just like the destruction of the spaces in the lungs from the emphysema caused by the chemicals in the smoking. Use the
Put all
centrifuge.
samples into the rotor. Now we set the appropriate time.
This man's centrifuge is unbalanced. His centrifuge is going to explode. I don't, oh, I have to check, I have to actually read. Where did I put the notebook? Does anyone remember where I put the notebook? Oh, notes here. Time 15 minutes, speed 70.
Okay, let's roll.
Even with passive smokers who just inhale from the surroundings. Oh yeah, like if you're around secondhand smoke long enough, it'll still ruin your lungs. Cough, Nemi, cough. What? What am I supposed to do?
My old but trusted centrifuge. Ideal for all the fluid tests I need to perform during an autopsy. Where were we? Oh yes, the blood alcohol concentration.
Wait, are there ghosts in this game? Are there?
Ooh.
I did not think there would be ghosts. But was that like the first sign of ghost?
I feel like this might just be a knockoff of Mortuary Assistant.
I didn't think there were ghosts in this game or
I
demons.
like
or
how we were
whatever.
just goofing the entire time. I was like, oh, wait, are there ghosts?
Should. Our lab is closed until tomorrow after the last incident. However, considering that
Why is
Incident?
there?
eau de parfum appears to be ethanol, I'm guessing the results won't surprise me at all.
Why is there blood in his urine and in his eye? Like, this makes sense for the blood. It does not make sense for urine or eye fluid.
Let's go further. We
I
will
mean,
now
maybe he
focus
has
on
PCO. Wait, no,
cardiovascular
that's
system,
that's
specifically the heart.
maybe.
Maybe
I
what?
was like, maybe endometriosis, but no. Sounds a little bit hard.
Every organ and its
No, I think he lacks the necessary. I mean, he did call him a her earlier, so maybe, who knows? Begin a
The
thorough
testosterone
heart
did him
analysis.
good. Jesus.
parts or other elements that stand out as abnormal. At first glance, the heart looks fine. The pulmonary trunk and aorta seem to be in good condition. There are no pathological changes that would have contributed to Toby's death.
You can't tell that just by looking at it, dude. Yeah, okay, so like, I mean, so most people die because of like heart problems, right? Usually because like heart attack, most commonly, so. This is a weird, first off, this is a weird. Okay, so first off, hearts are not this floppy. Hearts are like solid muscle. They do not flop. They're pretty solid most of the time. But also, so what we do for hearts, we have very carefully. You have to cut through the coronary arteries, looking for blockages. That's like the number one thing. And then you like cut through it very carefully, looking for signs of heart attacks. And that's the main thing. Also, you weigh it. That's also very important because if the heart is big,
Weigh it?
that's yeah, you need the weight. There's like because the size of if someone has like chronic heart problems, generally speaking, the heart will be big and heavy because the heart is like, if you have like chronic hypertension, high blood
So
pressure.
what if the Grinch suddenly died?
Oh yeah, in the Grinch, when the Grinch's heart grows 3 times that day, that he just develops like sudden heart failure right there, like in the eyes. If that ever happens to you, if your heart ever grows 3 sizes that day, that's terrible. You're dying. You're dying. You need a transplant.
Literally, omae mochi dude.
The ghost is going to come in at the end and correct all the inaccuracies.
The ghost is just too scared to actually appear because nothing is scarier than medical inaccuracy. Nothing is scarier than the healthcare system.
Size is normal.
The U.S. healthcare system. Yes, there's nothing scarier than that.
As expected.
The Dutch waiting list.
The stomach has
Oh.
no major external damage. We must now cut it open and inspect inside.
Ooh.
We will
Is that
go
a nice
carefully
looking liver?
so that its contents do not spill out.
No,
Can
that
it be
was the stomach.
repurposed? Oh.
Can it be?
Can it be
This guy's liver-
repurposed?
We'll get to the liver. We'll
We
get to the
open
liver.
stomach along
I know
the
you need a new
curvature,
liver.
From the heart to the pyloric end. Oh,
I mean,
I already feel like there's something left inside.
no, I mean, honestly, no one gives a shit how you open up a stomach. So let's remember, like the stomach is just like a sack. So the moment you cut into it, everything that was inside is just going to come spilling out. Because it's just like a sack. And that's very pleasant, like partially digested whatever they had for lunch that day.
Large amount of gas, small amounts of yellow, grayish food content, resembling some kind
Huh.
of meat. Either our deceased hadn't eaten in days, or the bulk of his stomach had already found a way out. Looks like I'll have to find the missing contents.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, I don't. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Ew. That's disgusting. Okay. This is a good learning point, though. So, one of the when people die from hypothermia, one of the things that can potentially happen, they get these like black spots in the inside of their stomach. And that is like one of the only specific findings for death by hypothermia, which clearly they didn't do that here, but that's like so that's like one of the rare only things that can
My head.
you can find in an autopsy that can tell you someone died from hypothermia.
Pills.
But you can also find that in diabetes. So it is not by itself. It's not enough. Again, why does this man? What? My God, this guy needs more meds than you, Nemi. Why does the stomach jiggle less than the heart? Well, the stomach doesn't jiggle because it's a sack. It just flops. It doesn't jiggle. It just flops.
His belly don't jiggle.
Okay, so what's really good at jiggling? I mean, it's fat. Fat jiggles more than anything else. That's like the main cause of jiggling.
I like how the inside of the body is also censored where the dick is supposed to be.
The others. Could have been suffocation. Could it? I'll add this to the list and move on to the deceased's neck.
Also, I like how he looked at one of the lungs and just left the other lung in there. Like, what could possibly, like, there couldn't possibly be any difference between the two lungs, could there? Like,
At
okay.
first glance, the trachea looks.
Oh my God.
What is
He
that?
just reached down and like
The trachea?
grabbed his throat and just pulled it down from his neck. Oh my God, I wish it were that easy. I wish it were that easy. Oh my God. We ripped his throat out through his chest. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so jiggly.
Same result as with the stomach.
Why is everything so
External inspection
jiggly?
doesn't tell us anything. This time we'll cut on a tray.
You don't want to cut on a tray. That's how you dull your knives.
Trachea. We must make a precise incision.
You never cut metal on metal. That's how you dull your knives. What?
Tip of the
Why the hell would you do
We
this?
must hold the scalpel as we would a pen.
Or you could just use scissors. Scissors, it's much easier to use scissors for this.
Would you trust me with scissors?
I wouldn't trust you with any of this.
Examination. We've got a clogged
Imagine dying and then you end up in the morgue, but like it's one of those situations where you still have like an out of body experience. Kind of like when a ghost and a zombie come from the same body, and the ghost starts
Oh my
following the
gosh.
zombie, and we're like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" Like that sort of
Oh.
situation. So you die and you end up in the morgue, and it turns out I'm the one in charge.
Oh no, oh, please no. So basically,
What would you do?
He threw up and then inhaled his own vomit. Okay, that's actually very common in drunk people. That's a very common way drunk people
He
die.
threw up?
He threw up and inhaled his own vomit and died.
Based on the report and preliminary documentation, it's safe to assume that the deceased passed out after consumption of alcohol and then fell asleep on his back.
Okay.
Then, the gastric contents refluxed and flooded the airways, causing death.
We just call it vomiting. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to. Wait, how do I note the main cause of death?
That's why we don't forget about the recovery position at dorm parties.
Oh! That's what you wanted us. But you didn't explain the head injury. It's concentrated to suppress the signals in the brain. Okay, dude. You don't need to get into the mechanism. Manner of death. Accident?
And now it's all clear. The death was suffocation. Now, signature. The mystery is solved.
Oh,
But for us,
I have to actually
this is
sign.
not the end. First, the dead body needs to be cleaned up.
This is very beautiful.
Beautiful.
This is gorgeous.
Could you put a heart in there for me? Aw.
For this, we will need to close the
I'll
body
do it on the
with a
next one.
needle. First, we unroll the skin flaps. And then, we sew the deceased back up.
You should put the organs back in the body before you do that. Okay.
I'm using
Like,
the baseball
there's
stick.
no reason we need to keep any of this.
Very strong and quick to do.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Is that easier?
yeah, that's easier. So, we only we do the minimum number of stitches necessary, and then like at the funeral home, they do it pretty like this.
Now we say goodbye to the deceased and put them safely in the fridge, ready for the next stage.
Are you gonna put his skull back on, dude? Are you just gonna send him to the funeral home? They're gonna have a funeral with just the top half of his head missing? Oh my god. What?
Oh
Are you
no.
kidding me? Oh my gosh.
Why is it so dark?
I don't know.
God, I'm tired. I'll drop these samples off at the lab on the way to the bar. I'll call
10 out of
Steve.
10. I do have doctor's handwriting. This is very much accurate.
Now I'm curious to see how you write paracetamol.
What? Is this a dream? Oh no.
Dream
it's a dream.
SMP? Oh no.
Is it gonna be our
Oh
wife
no.
on the table?
Dun
Oh,
dun
no,
dun!
it's a skeleton. Spooky, scary skeleton.
Oh,
Oh,
it is
it
the
gonna
flaming skull of bears!
Is it?
What's it doing? Whee! Oh.
Starts crying.
Oh, that's a lot of skulls.
Oh, hey, it's Man of Steel.
gonna recite some
We're-
Shakespeare?
We're Superman. We're Superman.
You gonna recite some Shakespeare?
Oh, how does it go?
To be or need
or to
be
be, not
not
to be.
no be to not be not be aren't.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
This does kind of feel
That's
like
it.
mortuary assistant at home. Like, if that's so scary. If that was supposed to be scary, this really does feel like mortuary
That was the
assistant at home.
tutorial?
Oh yeah, I guess.
Me. What? Christ.
Getting the scorgy pie? What? Getting assimilated into the spooky. This is more mercy. I don't want to play you anymore. Huh? Take your pills. Okay, what is this guy taking?
So much light everywhere.
Maybe it's like benzos. And he's just constantly having anxiety attacks without them.
Iconic.
Shit. Almost left the door open.
Oh. Is this an apartment or are we still in the same building?
Maybe your apartment is in the same building?
We just live over the office?
I mean, maybe it's like a mom and pop business, you know?
Mom and Pop's autopsy suite. Where we live? What? Oh, this is not the bathroom. Where is our bathroom?
Anywhere if you're brave enough.
We are not brave enough.
Aww.
Oh, it's probably still in the apartment, isn't it? That would make sense. That's not the bathroom. Is this the bathroom? Oh, this is the bathroom.
Pill a day keeps the defective Jack away. It's a shame these won't help with my hangover.
Fresh. Great taste.
The fucking phone. Okay. I know I'm late. I'll be there soon. It's not like the dead are impatient.
Yeah, exactly.
Alice?
Where's the body gonna go?
Who is this?
Exactly.
Charlotte Graves?
Autopsies are not urgent.
God, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you. I thought it was work calling.
So much light everywhere. He's turning into a vampire. Or he's just having a hangover. Who's Charlotte?
Well, there are good days.
You like how the mirrors don't work? Oh yeah, we are a vampire.
At least I can hide away at work.
Get a wriggle on. What the hell does that mean?
Listen, I have an unusual request.
Okay, how can I help?
It's nothing serious. I just wanted to ask. Do you have any pictures of Alice? Maybe one where the two of us are together? I'd love to have something to remind me of her.
An inpatient corpse. You resent this. Again, Northy, it's not urgent.
To trouble you with this.
You'll still be dead
Easy for you.
in a few hours.
Somehow.
Don't worry.
Needed to sort through her stuff for a while. Have you asked Steve?
We kinda ignored the Alice hallucination on the phone.
I spoke with him this morning. He said he gave everything to their mother and that I should ask you.
Probably a side effect of the pills.
I know you're trying.
Tylenol can do that.
That you cope somehow. Steven's there for you. Although, well, we all know how he can be. But, I mean, if you wanted to reminisce about Alice, talk.
Also, I can't believe we went through a whole alcoholic autopsy and we didn't look at the liver.
And I
Like,
still
are you
have some
kidding me?
errands to run on the way.
Like,
Okay, sure.
we gotta look at Nemi's liver.
Something and send it over. Thanks for the call, and bye.
Oh, do you have my address?
Not on hand. You'd best remind me again.
292 Browning Lane, apartment 432,
You okay, Nemi?
Johnson City, New York.
Oh yeah.
13790.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you. It would mean a lot to me. Just miss her so much.
Yeah, me too. And that's okay. Really, no problem.
Thank you. Take care, Jack.
You too, Charlotte.
You thought that'd be the first thing to look at if looking at. I mean, it's not the first thing, but like you should look at all the organs.
That was a bit unexpected.
You're supposed to look at all the organs in every case. Find a photo of Alice and send to. Is this really like important
An indispensable element of every
the horror
office. I should really try and read a few
of the
reviews.
game?
I mean, I think we already established that the horror is literally just a flying skull.
Find a photo of Alice. Man, she was a smoker too? Come on. Is there anybody here that doesn't smoke? Doggy. Aw, happy birthday. We're definitely getting Chekhov's guns with that address. I hope not, because I don't remember what it was. Is this one special? What kind of photo is this? This looks like the photo a serial killer would take after like he's killed someone and then like laid them against the
It's
wall.
been almost a year.
Oh wait, what the hell? Pregnancy test. You kept your old pregnancy test? You know she peed on that, right?
Huh?
It's a pregnancy test. Well, maybe it's a COVID test. One can hope.
Charlotte in Amsterdam.
That's not. That's not
It's
Amsterdam.
not Amsterdam.
That's not Amsterdam.
Okay. I mean, we knew there would be medical inaccuracies. We never thought there would be geographic inaccuracies.
Could you hear the disappointment? Just like that's not Amsterdam.
Where did I find the envelopes? I don't know. Where does this guy keep any of his shit? Come on.
It's so funny though. That's not Amsterdam.
Time to go to work. I'm seriously late.
Oh, look. They're in Paris. Are you still feeling empathy for the French?
Oui, oui.
Where's the mailbox?
Oh,
I should grab some coffee and aspirin on the way.
I assume the mailbox is going to be like outside or like on the first floor.
These fluorescent tubes are brutal.
That's why he kept it. That's worse. That is actually worse. This is actually world building. It's living in simulated horrible alternate reality with different anatomics and geography. We're in an alternate universe where Amsterdam is like a wheat field. Would that be better or worse, Nemi?
better. Honestly, better.
You don't like Amsterdam?
I like Amsterdam, but I don't like what it has become.
Oh.
I hope this helps, Charlotte.
Wait. What has it become?
Tourist hub.
All done.
Oh,
Time to go.
that's true.
Huh?
It's so expensive there now. There was this one place where I loved eating. And it was like a dim sum place, and now they charge like €8 per dim sum dish.
Jacket.
Oh.
I'll brave it for tonight.
I still love eating there, but it's so expensive that it's just no longer viable.
Oh. Ooh. So
Yeah, it's a little bit rough.
having some performance issues there. Okay, what I was trying to say was yeah, that thing happened where like the tourists priced you out,
At least it's peaceful here.
priced out the locals.
Yeah. Literally. That's
isekai
literally
novel.
what happened.
Autopsy is in an alternate reality where I can rip a dude's larynx out and I'm on pills. Check your messages.
Good evening, Mr. Ridley.
Ew, his last name's Ridley. Ew.
Mr. Ridley. What do you mean? You mean we're time sheet? We're salaried. Who cares about our hours?
Some corpses have more personality than this guy.
Wow.
Like we are paid salaried. Listen, as long as we get our work done, no one cares.
November. So I'd better check the answering machine.
Why was that an achievement?
I like how this
Your
game
voice
has
now.
achievements.
Hi, Jack. I dropped by a little early today. I left the body with Ridley in the corridor. He wasn't sitting in the locker then, so maybe he'll even throw him into the room. Well, how are you doing? Yeah, I mean, it's your first
Did we
birthday
just leave the
without her.
fan on when we left?
This,
Yes.
Kind of a hangover, and you know me, I run to the John like the neighbor's fucking dog. You know,
Language.
today I slipped on his shit again. That fucking
Fuck.
furball. He always has to shit next to my car. Anyway, I can't come over in the evening, but we'll
That's a
catch up
language,
on the
right?
weekend, okay? Bye. Fuck. I almost forgot.
It
Charlotte
is
called
a
me this
language.
morning. She asked about you, so answer the calls.
Closer.
This time it's not a reprimand for being late.
I don't know if that was a language.
I wonder when this clown will
Godverdomme.
look under his feet.
Those are certainly noises coming out of your mouth.
Birthday.
Good.
I actually forgot it was
Can I
today.
eat? Can I
Alice,
eat the
moments
cupcake?
like these every birthday.
Schijt.
A treat for later. I always need something sweet after a section. Okay, joke's over. Apron, gloves, and get to work.
Put on the apron, hanging in dissecting room. What? Oh, this must be his laboratory. And this is my lab. And this is my laboratory.
Oh man, I remember.
The cupcake likes jiggle physics.
You were on that talent show. What was your name again?
Oh, hello. He is skinny. Look at those arms. You got no meat on those bones. Cause of death, anorexia.
Another batch of
Done.
these. I've got to remember to do that later. And that's the whole point.
Put up the camcorder? Really?
Steven laughs at me for recording everything. He says I have a bigger collection of stuff like this than most of the...
Oh, I did not mean to skip
November
that.
21st, 1991. Time, 9:13 p.m. The
9:13?
by Jack Hanley.
Why are you doing this at 9:13 at night?
After yesterday's lecture, you should already know the ins and outs. So today we'll be
Like, do your work during the day, man.
So,
Night is for relaxing.
that's right. Police folder.
That's right. Police folder.
Ah, yes. Samantha Barker.
Why is he talking like this is a late night podcast? He does!
You're not wrong.
Questioned. Friends admitted that Samantha's last days before losing contact seemed extremely happy and relaxed. She
Oh,
also quit drinking
well.
alcohol.
Huh?
Mentioned something about rehab. The friend also admits that there was no indication of an impending tragedy.
I gotta go
Relapse.
work at this.
Relapse.
Oh.
This is 100% relapse.
Even in death, she's a cam girl. Northy. You've only known one person with arms that thin? What is this, a floor pan?
By police patrol. Officers were called by a concerned friend of the deceased, who had been unable to contact Barker for several days.
Oh, that happens.
During the interrogation, a friend of the deceased admitted that Samantha never got to grips with the sudden fame that came after winning such a high-profile talent show.
Oh, I see
The
drugs.
deceased was found in her own apartment. In
Yep,
a
relapse.
recumbent position on an arm.
Yeah.
Large quantities of alcohol and empty
There was
packets
that
of
one
sleeping
a
pills
guy
were
from One Direction recently that he died. He like Liam Parker or something. It's like
I have
what-
not kept up with the BTS lore. I have a
It
lot of
was-
cringy interests, but BTS is not one of them, surprisingly.
Okay, but basically, like, so this I saw on Twitter, like, there's one of the singers from One Direction. He did a bunch of drugs in his apartment, jumped off his balcony, and died.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he had One Direction, and it was down.
After her first album became a commercial success, she was hit with a creative drought. She suffered panic attacks and severe sleep problems. Drugs and medication came into play.
Oh,
Well, let's
Okay, yeah.
settle this matter.
Sounds
As
like
you
she
see, the
probably
body
did a
is
bunch of
fully
drugs.
clothed. Therefore, before we move on to photographic documentation,
Oh, now I can see what
we
happens
must
to the
remember
inside of the body when that
this
happens.
time,
Probably
we
really
don't
inaccurately, but
it's too much. However, there are cases where a clothing analysis can lead
I mean-
to the cause of death.
when someone overdoses,
oh, they just really
don't-
didn't want to show the titties, didn't they? Never mind.
Well,
Okay, now we can continue with the examination. Again, begin by taking photographs of the cadaver. I guarantee that over time, you'll cease being
So-
embarrassing.
so in real life, with
First,
drug deaths,
we
you generally
photograph
don't
the whole body.
find much in terms of the internal organs, necessarily. There are things that can happen. So one of the things one of the hints will be like if they used a bunch using like heroin and other like IV drugs, will be like, scars on their arms or tracks from all the times they poking at their veins. And a lot of those people will also develop like cirrhosis. So basically like liver, like it's the same because they contract like hepatitis C from sharing needles, which is what we should have seen in the previous person because of the alcohol. And I think what else? Oh, if they love to snort cocaine, the nasal septum, which is like the thing that divides your nostrils on the inside of your nose, that will like erode and have like a hole in it. And that's if they snort a lot of cocaine.
So then you only have one nose hole.
So from the outside, it still looks okay. It's like it's on the inside, like so that it's like you normally have two nose holes, but now there's a hole between them, connecting them.
Two nose holes.
Uneven. We need to investigate this.
Yo.
So I mean,
Two nose holes.
it looks like she was cutting her neck, which could be suicide. None of these go very deep.
Hashtag deep.
Hashtag what?
Hash.
Yes, I've seen this many times.
I do not like the way he said, like you found something especially delicious. I also don't know what that's supposed to be.
Did you know that according to cannibals, the most tasty body part is the eyes?
I doubt that.
It's like a
Like, we
jello
don't-
consistency, right?
I mean, we don't normally eat eyes of like any other animal. I don't see why like human eyes would be particularly delectable.
I don't know. Ask the fucking cannibals.
I mean, okay, is anybody in chat a cannibal? Can anyone testify as to this?
We're not undercover cops.
Any cannibals in chat? If any cannibals are watching the VOD later, you can also leave it in the comments.
Leave a like and subscribe.
A few we will need to look into here.
Analysis of photographic material. Neck hanging mark. Oh, is that what that's supposed to be? Those did not look like hanging marks. Oh, so like hanging marks, what we call them is like ligature marks. Basically, you'll just see like the marks caused by like pressure from on the skin.
Notes prepared. Time to take a closer look.
Inspect the area of concern with the magnifying glass. Yes.
Such bruises are caused by either a very heavy blow or by some internal issues.
So you can kind of tell sometimes where, like, if someone was like being struck by something, hit with something by from the shape of the bruises. I have no idea what this is supposed to be though.
And here's something interesting. The skin of the deceased is covered with numerous blisters. Some of them are ruptured. Others still contain fluid residue.
Yeesh.
That could be drug related, although I think it's usually so. Like, one of the more recent ways to do drugs is like instead of like injecting things intravenously, is like you inject it into your skin and create like a blister, and that absorbs more slowly, and so the high lasts longer, and that generally causes like
Ouch.
eventually, yeah, you get a bunch of blisters, and eventually your skin necroses and like starts rotting off.
The number of
If you keep
bruises
doing
suggests
that.
there may have been some kind of tussle.
Yeah, her boyfriend beat her, probably.
Some furrows have imprinted more strongly, others less, as if someone was,
Oh,
decided.
the things. Okay, that could explain it. It's like multiple hanging attempts.
They did say that she was extremely cheerful, which is usually a sign that someone's about to, you know.
Oh, yeah. She's, she made up her mind to kill herself.
We have
Yeah.
some leads to investigate here. Let's write this down.
Because you're in that stage where you want everyone to have like fond memories of you, so you start being very
yeah.
happy and everything,
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
and handing out
I've heard
your possessions so people have stuff to remember you by, and they don't have to worry about all that stuff going to waste when you're gone. You know.
So the game didn't put that, but there's also like this giant bruise or hematoma on her chin, which I'm not sure what that's about. Anyways,
On the neck of the deceased, we can see clear furrows, indicating that strangulation may be the problem.
she was found in a chair. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, she was found in a chair, though.
Given the condition of the deceased, it's difficult to tell immediately whether the bruises were the result of a struggle or perhaps the result of iron deficiency.
No. No.
Iron deficiency?
You don't get bruises from iron deficiency. What the hell are you? What?
Yeah, you do.
You do?
You get them easier.
You get them easier. Okay, yes. But that's not the... Like, you still need, like, an injury. You don't just spontaneously start bruising.
It's difficult to say whether the bruises were the result
I mean, I sometimes get bruises just by walking.
of some kind of internal
Yeah, because you, like, bump into things.
Exactly.
But, like, the location of those bruises, like... So, like, this is actually the thing that comes up, right? On like, real autopsies. Like, are these bruises, you know, accidental, or are these signs of, you know, a fight? Like, or being beaten? And, like, bruises from like accidental bruises tend to be in certain places, like the places where you tend to bump into things, like
Yep.
you know on your shins.
Toes.
Yeah, toes. Like her
Anything leg
her-
related.
Yeah, legs a lot, shins.
In general, such blisters usually appear in the case of mechanical abrasions, but due to the place of occurrence, this should be excluded. The most likely cause of such skin changes is the high concentration of barbiturates in the body.
That might be a thing. I've never heard of it. As her bruises, like your accidental bruises, you're probably not getting them on your stomach, unless you're like walking around thrusting your stomach into things.
Although
I
it's
mean, you
easy
don't
to
know where
identify
I go.
the size of the blisters suggests that it's probably a matter of barbiturate poisoning.
Hang on, I'm looking this up.
I'm grabbing my cat in the meantime.
Okay, barbiturate poisoning blisters. Oh, okay. It is in fact a thing. I've not heard of that. Probably because like no one really does barbiturates anymore.
beautiful example of human error.
What have you done? Nemi, what have you done? That's it. Sorry, let me get back to chat. She's part bearded dragon. That's just a sign of shit. She could have been made to feel like a suicide drug overdose to come up with the real cause of death. That is a possibility. Your forearm as you slam it against the dorm frame. Yes, forearm. Limbs are more common. You're gonna leave for real? Okay, bye, Cass. Thank you for stopping. Minecraft, but instead of a cave, we dig into a dead woman walking into the same toll gate several times. Oh,
The
Cass's
irony writes itself.
Nemi's
I'm
cat
probably gonna
name
get
is
a boost tomorrow.
Panini.
But I did get my kitty.
Do you have your kitty? Also, what
I have
were
my
you
kitty.
saying about human error?
I'm a beautiful example of human error.
Trauma to the larynx or trachea will verify whether the hanging was the final nail in Miss Barker's
I
coffin.
see.
Because I may or may not have run straight into a door on the way.
Oh my. Demonstrate.
Examination
Did you get a bruise from? I guess. Well, it's too early for that, but.
Potential attackers could
I don't know, but my hip hurts.
Oh my gosh.
After examining the organs, we can easily verify whether there was internal bleeding or whether the deceased was suffering from something. I'll add barbiturates to the list of necessary tests to be checked in the lab later.
My
Given
cat
the
is having a
potential
lovely
for
time
I'll
scratching
add
at my
alcohol
leg.
Poisoning to the list of potential causes of Miss Barker's death. A blood test will no doubt quickly verify that hypothesis.
Yeah.
But first, I'll check for external traces.
So,
For
like-
this, we use the good old UV lamp.
Barbiturates are basically not used in medicine, and they're not used as illegal drugs anymore because people just do like heroin, fentanyl, and cocaine. Like that's. Oh, sorry. Meth, fentanyl, and cocaine. That's basically all anyone does anymore.
Meth. YouTube's gonna come after us for the stream, isn't it?
Yeah, so basically, like, at least in the Midwest, I can't speak for the entire country. If any more like unusual drugs, like quote unquote LSD, ecstasy, or anything that people are supposedly selling or taking, 99% of the time, it is just fentanyl and meth. That's and they don't know what they're buying.
I mean, if it
True.
works, it works.
Okay. Okay.
I look carefully at the whole body. UV rays will reveal any traces. Torso. Empty, without marks. The area around the head
What?
is empty.
What are we looking for?
Right.
Body fluids? He's so skinny. I hope your arms aren't that skinny, Nimi.
Legs.
Hehehe.
There's nothing here.
Wait, no. I have seen pictures of your hands. They're not that skinny. You got
Yeah, my arms are kind of beefy, actually.
You're not this anorexic. What am I
Oh,
missing?
well, nothing to surprise us here. Now gently, we take the deceased by the hand.
Eddie, sometimes you can tell immediately that it's gonna bruise. Use the lit before the rigor mortis.
We check for rigor mortis. Again, the hand falls freely. After yesterday, you should know what this means. Since we don't have a definitive lead, we will examine all the key organs one by one. So,
Okay, that's what you should have done last time.
Inspection.
Alright, Cass, now you can run away.
I dissect the skin of the deceased.
Ooh, jiggling keys. Ooh.
Oh,
And I proceed to deflect the skin flaps. Compared with yesterday's body, the deceased has only trace amounts of adipose tissue.
I mean, he would still have more fat than this. I guess that's like the most unrealistic thing about like the internal, or like this part so far is like everybody has a very little fat. This is America. These people have so much fat. Alright, I'm gonna pull that back.
Now for the ribs. What do we have here?
Loppers.
Or rather, what don't we have? There is certainly no sign of internal bleeding. Sometimes regarding bruising, it doesn't take much. My wife was constantly banging into furniture. One of the door frames, that's so we never broke anything. I will take samples for toxicological tests to determine the alcohol content in the body. I just need my syringe.
Oops.
Wow. Nemi, are you my wife? Are you my dead wife?
Ooh, the accident wasn't your fault.
Just to be sure, I'm taking samples from the organs, the eyeball, the heart, and the bladder. Analysis will rule out
Ooh.
alcohol poisoning as the cause of death.
Grilled not just thin, she hollow. Most drugs can be explained with that everything humans do is boiling water, but instead of water, just various forms of opioids. Well, only fentanyl and heroin are opioids. Meth is a stimulant. Meth and cocaine are stimulants. They left the notebook in the office again. Why do we keep leaving it in the office? Why don't we just put it here? Why don't we just leave it next to the centrifuge? Okay, but like, why don't you just leave the notebook with the centrifuge values next to the centrifuge?
Regularly forgot birthdays and anniversaries.
Okay.
I mean,
That-
probably has my skills on keeping things tidy.
Okay, that part he just said is way too real for me. I'm terrible. I'm garbage at remembering numbers, birthdays, and anniversaries. I'm garbage at all of that.
That's why the Dutch have a calendar in their bathrooms.
Yeah, I don't
That
have
is
that.
not a joke.
Oh, is this alcohol? Wait, how does it putting in the bathroom help?
Because then you can just excuse yourself and go to the bathroom to check up if any of their relatives or friends have a birthday coming up.
Oh, that's clever.
Gently does it with this old thing.
The Dutch can be
Oh.
clever. Also, you know that southern way of telling someone to get lost when they're in your house and you have to tell them that they have to leave?
I'm starting to
Yeah.
You know the classic slap sound like, well,
Yeah.
yeah, that originated in the Netherlands.
stories are
Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
fucking hell.
Oh no, the ghosts. The ghosts are back.
Ooh.
Ridley! Mr. Ridley!
Ooh.
You see, the fuses need resetting. Fuck it. I'll do it myself. I swear there was a flashlight in here.
Check the breakers in the storeroom. Where's the storeroom?
The accident was your fault.
I know where the switches are anyway. First the right.
Sign up to Blue Sky today.
These aren't fuses.
Right, Jack.
Oh, first the right, then the left.
And
These are clearly circuit breakers and not fuses.
what?
Oh.
What
Oh.
the? Oh, for fuck's sake! Can't I work in peace?
You don't have to show up to every argument you're invited to.
Take your gloves off before touching your phone. What the?
Sorry, man. This place is falling apart.
Oh my! You're just getting autopsy blood all over your desk. What the hell? What?
Yeah. Eventually, everything's gonna go up in smoke.
That's so bad. Oh my god.
Free cremation with your autopsy.
Jesus, stop it. That shit pisses me off.
Oh, I totally didn't even realize that he didn't take his gloves off before going flipping the freaking fuses. Take your fucking gloves off when you leave your morgue. Oh my
Nothing
god.
is awkward until you convince yourself that it is.
Oh my gosh.
Will be available in the morning.
Sounds great. Thanks. Phew. How's your
And knowing this guy, he's gonna freaking eat that cupcake right now with his gloves still on.
Jack, turn on the radio.
What? What's happening?
Quiet.
A 3-car police convoy was involved in an accident near Pete's Bay
Oh no,
Bridge
more work.
while transporting prisoners to Orleans Parish
If you
Prison.
wouldn't let someone live in their house, why would you let them live in your head? Ooh.
However, the scale of the accident indicates a large number of victims, possibly even fatal ones. Police are
No,
on their way
more
to
work.
investigate the incident
Okay, well that's for tomorrow.
the area. We know that the injured prisoners are on death row. The police were to transport them to their execution, which was to take place tomorrow morning.
Their execution.
Many of them are very dangerous
She
criminals.
sounds so happy.
We'll report on
Yeah.
the matter
She
on
said
an ongoing
many of them
basis,
are
so stay
many of them
tuned
are
with us.
dangerous criminals.
What? What?
Some of them are injured, some of them fatally.
Steven. Was Red Peak one of the passengers? He was, wasn't he? What if he survived?
Jack, I have to go. They want me on site.
What if he survived?
I gotta go. Talk to you later, okay?
Oh, we're gonna have to deal with a freaking serial killer?
Calm down, Jack.
Red Pete.
I need my pills. You heard him, Jack. A serious accident. Lots of victims. He's definitely dead.
Dude, take off your gloves. Take off your gloves before popping. Oh my.
Nope, there it goes.
No.
Ooh.
Ah, that's in your mouth.
Christ.
You just got that woman's body fluids in your
Cooties.
mouth.
You get cooties.
Ah.
No, the cooties.
Oh my god. You just contracted HIV, man.
Cooties.
You just contracted HIV. You have AIDS.
Cooties.
You have AIDS. You actually have AIDS now.
There's a janitor if I need to.
Oh my god.
Cooties.
What?
All right.
Oh, the spooky phasmophobia radio.
Piece of crap. And miraculously, yes, the samples did spin. I'll transfer them to the chromograph in the lab.
Place the samples in the rack. Oh, right, in the lab. Gloves mean clean.
All right.
Oh
Let's
my
load this
god,
up.
Dorothy.
I placed the test tube in the
Abstain.
rack.
Oh, are we actually gonna do experiment now?
Now, just take 5 milliliters from each.
Oh,
Precisely.
okay. What? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? Oh.
And then
Okay, there we go. Okay, I figured it out. Are you combining your samples into a
Why
single
would you?
pipette? What? Why the hell? What? Why would you do it this way? Why would you do it this way?
Maybe there's an implication it's different ones?
One was from the heart, one was from the eye, one was from the bladder. Why are you mixing them up? Why would you do this? Your results are meaningless if you do this. Because the different substances degrade at different rates, depending what type of sample it is. Where's the chromatic? Enter chromatograph.
There's a kitty trying to bite me.
Oh, be nice.
What we have here.
Dead lady jungle? What the hell is jungle juice?
The deceased did consume alcohol shortly before her death. However,
Okay.
this is not an amount that could cause poisoning leading to death. Just slight
You don't know that. You don't know that. This one of the things with drug testing in real life, you cannot tell if someone died from the drug by looking at their dose. Because first off,
The chromatograph results show that we can eliminate
drugs break down after death.
potential causes of
And
death. However,
the rate at which they break down is going to be different in everyone. But also, the lethal dose of drugs for everyone is different. So,
it disturbs the heart rhythm,
there really is no way to tell
which may result in
if
more
someone
severe bleeding.
died of an overdose or not from looking at
That alcohol affects
the levels of
metabolism
drug in their
drugs
body.
liver, which I'll
That is like actually like a myth
syringe again.
that police will sometimes perpetuate that they can do, but like in real life, no, you can't. Does not actually prove that they died from it. Wait, I need more samples for toxicology
Samples from the
thing.
liver
Oh, she smoked a lot.
concentration
Oh
of
yeah,
nitrates in
I mean, it looks like it. But why am I taking more heart blood? What the hell are we taking from the liver? What? Oh.
You dare question the mighty Jenny?
test later. I'd best not try my luck with the centrifuge.
So,
Now
okay,
I removed the liver.
the liver is solid. The liver is solid, right? If you plunge a syringe into a liver and pull out, you're not going to get anything. Maybe some blood, maybe a little bit of bile. It's not going to be much. You can send liver for toxicology testing, but you're sending a solid piece, and then they'll like grind it up, and then put it through.
No lesions. However, it is slightly enlarged. Perhaps it's a slight inflammation or drug-induced damage. It may also be the result of the deposition of substances from drugs. Let's check the weight of the organ.
That's not how that works. That's not how that works. Okay.
But what if it was?
Oh, here. Oh my god. This looks so realistic. This is the most realistic thing I've seen in this game so far.
The weight is 1,300 grams.
That's
And he
not
just
normal.
fell off my lap again. Oh, it's a big boy. Oh.
I mean, that's a pretty normal weight for a liver. I mean, she's very skinny, so actually her liver should be
Study.
small, but like technically speaking, I don't think
Early cancerous changes.
that's not how cancer works, dude.
I don't feel like I'm encountering any changes with an unusual
What is
structure.
okay? Huh?
Look, cancer won't just make your liver big. Cancer is gonna
It
like
would make a
there's-
lump, right?
Yeah, like it's gonna make a tumor. It's not just gonna. You're not just gonna get like a larger liver. I mean, it can make a larger. It can make your liver big, but it'll be because like it has so many tumors in it. It'll be really obvious. And I had a case like that, where I don't know if any of you have played Elden Ring, but the liver looked like Dung Eater from Elden Ring. And like it was enormous because it was just completely filled with tumors everywhere.
The liver liver is basically healthy. We already know that the deceased didn't abuse alcohol.
I'm not good
Just
at Elden
avoid
Ring.
drugs or other substances.
I haven't left the starting ever yet.
Move on to the heart.
Oh, like, I've been looking for someone to play Elden Ring co-op with. I'm just throwing that out there.
I don't know the game anymore.
Oh. Wait, what? Oh, heart. Right.
Oh. At a glance.
I don't know what this hole in the back of the heart is supposed to be. We
The
can?
deceased is
What?
definitely too young to have a heart attack due to natural causes. The liver is enlarged, not from alcohol poisoning, and the heart looks like it has collapsed. So, I
What?
guess we need to go to the centrifuge
What?
to check for these barbiturates.
That hole is supposed to be the heart attack? What? What? Damaged
The
heart?
last time I saw this kind of poisoning was a few years ago. I better check the data in my notebook. He was a middle-aged guy. He took his medication and forgot about it. So, he took another pill.
Okay.
Forgot again, and took another one. And another
So in
one.
real life,
Until
if
he took the last
so,
one.
first off,
That's why it's better to have
if
the
someone
music
dies of a heart attack,
with the days of the week.
you will not
So it
see
doesn't anymore. Doctors
anything
tend to prescribe
on the heart
benzodiazepines. They are
from the
safer,
recent heart attack
but still
because it takes a few hours for the changes from a heart attack to actually manifest. So if he died from that, you won't see anything. But like it takes hours or like a day. You know, eventually they'll be like bloody. I had no idea what that was about. Like,
all right.
over time, like eventually it scars. Is that oh, notes? Is there anything for? I don't know. What? You have Elden Ring, but you suck. Oof.
Imagine being good at Elden Ring.
I mean, I'm not good at Elden Ring, but I beat it, you know, with cheating, but mild amounts of cheating. Is it? What are the correct values supposed to be? Huh? This is for barbs. Gloves? What is this? 420? What?
Place it?
I don't know. Fifteen minutes. Yeah, 15 minutes and 70%. What's wrong? Why you no work? Huh? Huh? Also, you don't centrifuge things to mix them. It's the exact opposite. You centrifuge things to separate them. But also, I'm confused. What am I supposed to do? BAC, blood alcohol content. Test to measure chronic alcohol use after a relapse. There's a 15 minutes, 60%. But I changed it to 60%. Pretty sure last dog that passed had some kind of cancer. Oh, even a dark colored spot or two on her leg in the last couple weeks. I mean, so that's possible, but it could have also just been a bruise. I don't know. What am I supposed to do? Why is it not working? Is the game just bugged? The game might just be bugged. Because I can only access... I can't turn the page or anything. Like, what does this mean? 420L. No, 10. W. What does this mean? Well, let's try looking around. I see nothing to interact with.
A considerable collection. A
Dun
considerable
dun
collection.
dun.
A collection of what?
Panini!
Password?
Panini!
My
Panini has found my
thumb!
brace. Oh my god. Is he eating with the gloves on still?
He has a box of donuts out in the same room as the dead body. What the hell, man? You don't bring
I
food
mean,
into the morgue.
What if the body gets hungry and wants a little snack?
Oh my god. This man's hygiene is so bad. Like, I'm pretty sure the camera can see
Tell me
that.
nobody on the development team is actually a surgeon without telling me anyone on the development team is actually a
Not
surgeon.
anything, but the World Wide Web has been a blessing for speeding up my
Just-
work.
I feel like this is just stupid common sense. You don't want your food in the same room as the dead bodies. Like, why would you do that to yourself? Oh my god. Like, I thought the freaking desk thing was bad. This is so much worse. Like, who wants to eat autopsy donuts? Actually, don't answer that, Emmy. Don't answer that. I feel like I know what your answer is going to be. Why is there a kitchen in here? Okay, I have no idea. I'm lost. He puts one of them in each of their chest cavities when he closes them up as a last meal. Oh, the funeral home's not gonna like that. I guess there's so many possibilities, though. Like, we can't trial and error this. Like, there's way too many possibilities.
I mean, plenty of blood, right?
It says set the correct values on both dials and start mixing. I don't know. Let's check the test. Let's check. Can we do anything here? No. No. Yeah, no. I have no idea what to do. Okay, I guess we'll just call it here for today then.
The game literally soft locked your ass.
I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I think it actually soft locked you.
Maybe it may be. No idea how this is supposed to work. Interface wants no backseat help here. It was the same value. I did that. I tried that though. Like I swapped into something else, and then I set him back, and nothing works. I don't know.
The game just broke.
I don't know if we're gonna continue
That's
this game.
amazing.
Honestly, I feel like I've talked
Just
enough
bite the
about...
bullet and get mortuary assistant.
Well, I already have mortuary assistant, but...
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
been a
We're already
while
playing
since
mortuary
I
assistant
lost
at home.
this
Let's just play the real deal.
It's probably a health hazard
Okay.
now.
Yeah, you know
Bro
what?
ate with the gloves on.
Okay. I think we'll just call it here for today.
It's so fucking funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, honestly, that game was not very good. That was not a very good game. But thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to have background music on this. I'm gonna get some lo-fi for this next time. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you, Nemi, for participating.
So, Doc, am I dying? I ate all the Tylenol. I still feel empathy for the French.
We're all dying. Just some of us faster than others.
Tylenol didn't help, doctor.
It's for mental support.
Shit, bugger. Poop.
Nice. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back on Friday. Today is Friday. We'll be back tomorrow with Helldivers. That's what we're doing. I genuinely blanked on what day of the week it was.
It's Friday. Like that
It is
one
Friday,
song
yes.
from Rebecca Black.
It is Friday. I was trying to remember if I had to go to work tomorrow.
Oh god.
Anyways, thank you all for
Imagine being a
tuning in.
functioning part of society. Nah,
Aw.
not my style.
You function in my heart, Nemi. Anyways,
Aww.
thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Until then, have a wonderful start to your weekend and a wonderful night. Good night.
Titties!